My fiancée said her ex was just a friend and I was being insecure, so I invited him to family dinner. My fiancée Rebecca really picked the worst time to call me paranoid about her ex Nate. We were literally sitting there tasting wedding cakes when she brought it up. She kept insisting they were just friends now and I was being controlling. The thing was, I'd come home early from a work trip last week and saw his car leaving our apartment complex at 2 a.m. She had no idea I'd seen it. Every time his name popped up on her phone, she'd flip it face down real quick. When she called me insecure again, I decided to call her bluff. You're right, I'm being unfair. Let's invite Nate to your parents' anniversary dinner next week, I said. I watched all the color drain from her face. She tried to backtrack, saying her family wouldn't want extra guests at their special dinner, but I pushed harder. I'll call him myself to show I trust you. She was trapped and we both knew it. She agreed, but her hands were literally shaking. That night I called Nate and made sure to put him on speaker so Rebecca could hear everything. I told him I wanted to apologize for being the jealous boyfriend and invited him to the family dinner. Rebecca just sat there watching me, completely stuck. He tried to turn me down, said it wasn't a good idea, but I kept pushing, telling him Rebecca really wanted him there. I even offered to pick him up myself, to show there were no hard feelings. When I picked him up that night, the guy was sweating through his dress shirt. During the drive, he mentioned Rebecca's parents hated him, but wouldn't tell me why. We walked into that dinner together, and I swear the whole room just froze. Rebecca's mom dropped her wine glass and it shattered all over the floor. Her dad's face went from normal to purple in about 2 seconds. What is he doing here? He practically growled. I played innocent and explained I'd invited Rebecca's friend to make peace. Her sister actually laughed out loud. Friends? After what he did to her? Right then, Rebecca's phone lit up on the table. A text from Nate popped up on the screen. This was a mistake. We should be more careful. Everyone saw it. Her sister snatched the phone before Rebecca could grab it. More messages were right there on the lock screen. Meeting times. Last night was amazing, and what looked like photos being sent back and forth. Her dad jumped up so fast his chair fell backwards. You're seeing him again? Nate was already heading for the door. Rebecca ran after him, begging him to wait. That's when her family just exploded. Her mom started telling me how Nate had cheated on Rebecca years ago with her own roommate. He'd lied about it for 6 months straight. The whole family had been there for Rebecca through that nightmare of a breakup, and now she was sneaking around with him again, 2 months before our wedding. Rebecca came back inside with her makeup running down her face. Her family looked at her like she was a stranger. They kept telling me story after story about what Nate had put her through. How could you invite him here? Rebecca screamed at me. I stayed calm and reminded her that she told me he was harmless. What was wrong with inviting a friend to dinner? Her family wouldn't stop listing all the terrible things Nate had done, the cheating, the constant lies, how he'd completely vanished after destroying her life. Her sister was still scrolling through the phone, showing everyone more evidence. Hotel bookings from last month when I was traveling for work, secret lunch dates. Our wedding invitation was literally sitting on the table next to her mom's anniversary cake. Rebecca kept begging everyone to stop, saying it wasn't what it looked like, but those texts told the whole story. Nate had already peeled out of the driveway, leaving her alone to face everything. Her mom shook her head and said this was exactly what happened before. The wedding's off, I said. Everyone turned to stare at me. Rebecca's face just crumpled. I walked out while her family was still going at her. She texted me all night long. I didn't answer a single one. Her last text was a screenshot. Nate had blocked her number, just like before.